very important to hire an attorney when you've been harmed by a drug or a medical device. Those cases are very complex. That's a situation where you've been taking some medication and you now have gotten sick from it, or a medical device that was inserted in your body to help you is now causing you harm. It's an area of expertise, and you need a lawyer who has the experience, who's dealt with those types of situations. You know, the first thing is, depending on what state you are, because these types of claims affect all 50 states, and each state has a different statute of limitations. So for the first reason is just to preserve your statute, just to make sure that your claim is not null and void based on the fact that the time has run. Also, to get an understanding of really what this device is causing, what the studies are showing, or what this drug is causing, what the studies are showing, and to see if those symptoms line up with what you're actually having done. In those cases, typically will go into some type of multi-district litigation because there's so many of them. They're all over the country. Different people have them. So the federal courts will put them into one federal court system assigned to one judge, and then all the attorneys across the country will then, who represent the individual clients, will then take those cases and, when and if necessary, file those cases, and those cases will be moved into that court. And then all the lawyers, as one in unison, will work against that major drug company or that major medical device company to make sure that all the individual persons are compensated for, you know, the wrong and the harm that they've suffered. Here at Alexander-Shunnarah Personal Injury Lawyers, I handle all the mass torts and the medical device claims, and I would be more than happy to talk to anyone or to sit down and to get an understanding of any problems that you're having with a bad drug or a defaulty medical device, and to explain to you where those cases are in the process, what the statute of limitations is, has a multi-district litigation been formed, where it's at, and what you can expect in this process. So please feel free to reach out to me.